Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. I'm going to be doing the 50 questions about me tag just because I kind of want to get you guys to know who I am a little bit more, and as I grow in my channel I do want to plan on doing this video again in the future, and like the later future, just to see how things have changed from when I started to where I go from this. And I kind of want you guys to connect with me on a more personal level, and yeah, so let's get started. So I found this list of 50 questions about yourself that I've seen a lot of other YouTubers use the same list. So I'm just going to go down this list and I'm just going to answer all the questions. Alright, the first question is, what is your full name? My full name is Chloe Sky Gomez. Yes, I am Spanish. I know I look white, but I am Spanish. I'm half Costa Rican, and my name is Chloe Sky, obviously, which is why that is my YouTube name. So, yeah. Alright, so second question is your zodiac sign. My zodiac sign is a Pisces, and I love my zodiac sign for the most part. Most of my zodiac stuff is pretty on point. I love being a Pisces, and I feel like it suits me very well. I love the water and things like that, so I think it goes well together. Alright, third question is 3 fears. Okay, so one fear is definitely snakes. I'm terrified of snakes. I can't go near a snake. A snake can't come near me. I can't even look at pictures of snakes. I actually broke one of my phones because a picture of a snake, someone sent it to me on my phone, and I threw my phone. And I swear I wasn't being dramatic or anything. It's just like a natural instinct for me. Anytime I see a snake, I don't know, I'm weird. Okay, so another fear would probably be that I have a really big fear of being alone. I don't like being home alone. I don't like being in rooms alone. I get really bad separation anxiety whenever I'm close with someone, whether it's my boyfriend or my family or just things like that. I don't like being alone, so I guess that would be my second biggest fear. And my third biggest fear would probably have to be, I guess, the fear of failing in anything that I do. Alright, next question is 3 things that I love. Well, my boyfriend, for starters. I love him very much. I'd have to say my grandma is definitely second, and I'll just include her with all of my family. I love my family for the most part. Some of them get on my nerves and they know who they are, but it's family, you have to deal with those kind of things. And my third thing, I don't want to say my friends. I feel like boyfriend, family, friends is so basic, but I guess I would have to say my friends. I have a very small group of friends. I used to have a lot of friends, and they've just all faded out throughout the years, so I have a very small group of friends, and I love all of them, really dear to my heart, and they already know who they are. So, alright, number 5, my best friend. Now, lucky for me, I have a boyfriend who I'm gonna call my best friend, and I don't have to choose one of my friends to be my best friends, because I feel like all of my friends, whenever I'm with them, we are friends for different reasons. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like all of my friends suit a certain part of my personality. Next question, the last song that I listened to. So obviously the last song that I listened to is Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys, like I played in the intro, but besides from that, the last song that I actually chose to play on my own, and this is a little stupid, but question number 7 and 8 is 4 turn-offs and 4 turn-ons. I'm assuming they mean in a guy or significant other, you know, whatever you are. So I think my 4 biggest turn-offs in a guy is bad breath and BO. I'll just count that as 2. That's, yeah. I guess short guys, not to be shallow. I just like tall guys. That's just my preference, I guess. I'm not really short. I'm 5'5", I think. 5'4", 5'5", something like that. So I'm not that short, but I'm not that tall either. So I just like my men to be taller than me. And I guess another turnoff would be a guy who tries to act one way around his friends or on social media and acts a different way when it's just you and him. I have a really big thing about not just in a guy in general, but with friends, with everyone. I feel like you shouldn't act a different way on social media or a different way around certain friends than you are the way that you really are. I don't know. I think it's pointless. Why are you stunning on social media? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, For turn-ons would have to be a beautiful smile. I love guys with a big, bright, white smile. That's probably my biggest turn-on. Another turn-on would have to be tall guys, obviously, like I just said. I really like tall guys. Another turn-on would have to be a smart guy. I really like smart guys. I don't like guys who are stupid and just make bad decisions. I like a man who really knows what he's doing, not just book smart, but he's really life smart. Like, he knows what he wants in his life. Like, he knows what he wants. I don't know. The last turn on, I think it would have to be funny guys. I really like funny guys. I want someone who's good. I want someone who I can laugh with, and we have the same sense of humor. And it's actually funny because me and my boyfriend kind of, for the most part, don't have the same sense of humor, but we still manage to make it work. I like really dry, like, humor. Like, The Office is my all-time favorite show. I love The Office. I like humor like that, and he doesn't really care for it as much. I did get him to watch Parks and Rec, which is good. Comment below if you like Parks and Rec. Alright, the next two questions is, how many tattoos and piercings do you have? So I have 3 tattoos. I have an alien behind my ear, I have the sun on my thumb, and I have a tattoo on my ankle, and it's the symbol for Mercury, which means soul, spirit, and matter, and it is also the planet that goes with my boyfriend's zodiac sign, so I have that. And as for piercings, I used to have my septum pierced, but I took it out, long story. But besides from that, I have my tongue pierced, and I have my ears pierced. I have 2 holes on each ear, but the second one closed up, so I only have 1 hole in each ear now. Alright, so question number 11 is why I joined YouTube. So there's multiple reasons why I joined YouTube. I mean, I just started really getting heavily into makeup about a little over a year ago. And considering I am as old as I am, I'm not old by any means, I'm still young, but most people get into makeup when they're younger, and I just started getting really heavy into it. So I feel like I was a little bit at a later start than most people. So when I got into it, and I just started like watching beauty videos, and I just started like going crazy with it, and it was also crazy. And then in a matter of a few months, I had so much makeup and I had accumulated so much things. And I don't think that I'm a makeup artist by any means. I don't think that I'm on anyone's level like that. But I feel like I'm decent enough at makeup to where I feel like I have things that I can share with other people. And that's what I mostly like about beauty vloggers and things like that. There is a lot of drama that goes on in the beauty world, and there's a lot of people who I feel like aren't in this for the right intentions. But I do genuinely feel like there is people out there who make YouTube videos because they genuinely want to share their knowledge. They want to help people who are just beginning, and because of the fact that I started so late, and I feel like one of the beauty bloggers who I feel like I connected really heavy with, and it's my favorite blogger, is Kathleen Lights. I don't know if any of y'all know who she is. I mean, she has a good amount of followers, so you should know who she is. If you haven't, you should definitely check her out. She's my favorite. Kathleen Lights, I feel like this is a little dramatic, but I feel like she's more of not just a beauty blogger to me. I feel like she means a lot more than that to me, because I feel like just a lot of the struggles she's been through in her life that she's talked about in her videos, I feel like we've been through similar things, and she always manages to keep a positive outlook on things. She doesn't get involved in a lot of drama, and I genuinely like the way that she teaches makeup. So a lot of the things that I've learned and I've learned from her, and for her to have that big of an impact on me just from watching her YouTube videos really inspired me to start making my own videos, because I hope that one day I can get to a point to where I can make that kind of an impact on someone else, because I like helping people. I like doing things for people. It's just always been my personality to care about others instead of myself. So I really want to be able to make that impact on someone's life. We got a little touchy-feely for a second there. Let's move on. All right, next question. Something I really want is for you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Okay. So, 14, my current relationship status. I am in a relationship with my boyfriend. We live together. We've been together for almost 2.5 years. Okay. 15, meaning behind my name on YouTube. My name on YouTube is nothing special. It's just my first and my middle name, Chloe Sky. That's it. Pretty boring. Alright, 16, my favorite movie. I need a second for this one. Narrowed it down to 4 movies. 5. I've narrowed it down to 5 movies. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna go through this really quickly. All right, first one of all time is The Lovely Bones. I love that movie. It's a movie about a little girl, and she gets murdered, and it was based on a book, and I own the book, and I love the book. And it's about her helping her father solve her murder because she's still stuck in the in-between between our life and heaven. And it's a great movie. Just, it's nothing like religious, but it's just so good. Just watch it. Okay, next one is Pain and Gain. I love that movie. I really don't get into action movies much, so it's really weird that I like this movie, but I love this movie. It's a true story about 2 guys, and they get heavy into drugs, and it's like a drug cartel movie, blah blah blah. Okay, so love that movie. Another movie I love is What Happens in Vegas. It's really random that this is one of my favorite movies. It's with Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher. It's just them. They go to Vegas. They don't know each other. They meet. They get drunk. They get married, and then one of them wins the jackpot on the machine, and she wins $3 million. Well, he wins $3 million, and she's like, "Oh well, we're married, so we have to split it." But they were already gonna get a divorce because obviously they got married in Vegas the day that they met each other. And it's a comedy. It's a funny movie. Just watch it. Okay. Another one that I really love is a children's movie, and I love this movie, is Inside Out. It's about a little girl. She's got little people in her brain who control her brain. Kids movie. Great movie, Inside Out. The last one is Role Models. I freaking love Role Models. I can't even, it's with Paul Rudd, and I can't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head right now. Elizabeth Banks is in it too, and it's about these 2 guys, and they work for this energy drink company called Minotaur, and they go from school to school. Dude hates his job, and he ends up getting like fucked up, and he goes and crashes into some shit. So they have to do community service, and they end up working for this organization called Sturdy Wings, and they have to adopt these 2 kids and like take them on dates, and like nothing like weird dates, but like they have to like take them on play dates and stuff. And it's just so funny. The characters are so funny in the movie. One of the kids, he's like a small kid, and like he just curses like crazy, and he's just the worst kid ever. And then the other one, he's like a nerd, and he does this thing called Lair, and it's like this medieval thing. So like he brings Paul Rudd there. I don't know. They're just great movies. Check them out, please. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have ever watched any of these movies and you love the same movies, because they're awesome. Alright, next 2 questions are favorite songs and favorite bands. I have so many favorite songs, like I just can't even, but I'm just gonna quickly say my favorite, 2 of my favorite songs is Riptide by Vance Joy. I love that freaking song. And my other one would probably have to be Island in the Sun by Weezer. I love that song so much. My email address is actually Island in the Sun. Yeah, and I'm obsessed. I love it. My favorite band, I don't really have like a band that I could consider my favorite because I just like so many bands, but I'll just say this one because I don't really know what to say right now. I really like Mumford and Sons. And I also really like the Arctic Monkeys, and you know what? I love the Jonas Brothers, even if they're not a band anymore. I love my Jonas Brothers, okay? Okay. Next questions are something that upsets you and something that makes you happy. Something that upsets me is definitely being left alone. Like I said, I don't like being alone. I don't like, even if I'm in like a social situation, I don't like being alone. It makes me uncomfortable, not because I'm worried about people are thinking of me. It just, the thought of me being alone and something might happen to me. I'm very anxious. I have a lot of anxiety, so I get worried about things that aren't even really happening. I make up things in my head, and then I think that they're happening, and they're not even happening. Alright, so something that makes me happy is, I keep talking about my boyfriend in this video, but he's such an important part of my life, you know? Something that makes me happy is I go to school very early in the morning, and every morning he wakes up early with me anyway, like even though he doesn't have to, and he will make me lunch, or he'll make me breakfast, or he just helps me get ready in the morning. I don't know. It just makes me really happy, and it puts me in a good mood for the day for the most part, unless he does something irritating. But most of the time, he puts me in a good mood, so I really like that. It just makes my day start nice. Alright, next questions are someone you love and someone you miss. Someone I miss is definitely my uncle. He passed away a few years ago, and I've recovered from it because I've had a few years to grieve, but I don't think I'll ever fully stop missing him and wishing he was here. I still like hope sometimes that I'm gonna see my phone ring and it's gonna be him, and it's just a weird situation when someone you're so used to having around you, because I spent so much time with him. It's so weird to have someone who you're always with and always doing things with just gone. It kind of doesn't make sense. And it's just hard to process sometimes. So Someone I love. I'm just gonna throw a real random person out there that I love. I freaking love Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles is the first YouTuber that I ever watched in like my whole entire YouTube history. I like an actual person who I watched. It was Jenna Marbles. I've loved her. I still watch her videos to this day. I'm pretty sure that I've watched every single one of Jenna Marbles' videos. I've went on her page, clicked the thing that says from oldest to newest, and I have watched every single video, and it's freaking ridiculous because she literally has like almost 800 videos, and I just love her videos. They're so good. And I love Julian too, which is her boyfriend. I love her dogs. I love everything. I love Jenna Marbles. Alright, the next question is, what is your favorite holiday? Growing up, my favorite holiday was obviously Christmas because you get presents and stuff, but when you don't live with your parents anymore, Christmas is a little bit sad because there's no Santa, there's no cookies. But if my mom thinks that she is not giving me presents from Santa this year, I have the hiccups, y'all. If my mom thinks that, she has been sadly mistaken because I want my presents from Santa this year. But so I guess I'll have to say Christmas is my favorite holiday. And I really do like Christmas season. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas movies. I'm not one of those people who's like, take down the Christmas decorations. I love it. And my favorite Christmas movie is Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito in it. It's so freaking funny. Just please watch it. I love movies. I go to the movies all the time. I love watching movies. The next question is a confession. I guess the only thing I have to really confess right now is that I only look decent from here up. I have my pajama pants on right now, and I have like some old ugly socks on, so I only made myself look nice from here up for YouTube because I'm not doing anything today. After I take this video, I'm gonna go probably lay down in my bed and do nothing. 3 things that annoy me easily. Okay. I get annoyed so easily. Everything makes me angry. Okay, so one of the things that really aggravates me is when I'm trying to talk to someone like in my house or just like in any situation, and they have the TV blasting or like music blasting. I'm like, how am I supposed to have a conversation with you when there's a TV blasting? Like, I can't pay attention to what you're saying. Another thing that annoys me is when I'm riding in a car with someone and I'm not the driver, and like I have my hair done and like I look nice, and they're driving with the windows open. Girl, let me tell you, how am I supposed to look good when the windows are open, my hair is flying all over the place, and it's a freaking mess by the time I get to the place that I'm going? And then you know that scent you get whenever you drive with the windows open, like you smell like a wet dog, and it's just nasty. Girl, it's a mess. I hate when people drive with the windows open, especially when you're on the interstate and you're going like 80 miles an hour and it's going crazy, and I can't. Another thing that really annoys me is when people wear clothing with emojis on it. Why? Like, let me just ask you the question of what made you want to wake up and put on pants that were full of emojis. Like, no offense to anyone who wears it, because I understand everyone has different styles. I wear tons of things that I'm sure some people look at me and they're like, why would you wear that? But it's an emoji. Like, why do you want that on your clothes? I don't get it. Alright, next 2 questions is my favorite animal and my pets. My favorite animal would either have to be a koala or an elephant. And I know those are weird animals. I love elephants. I've always thought that they were just beautiful, huge, like just creatures. And my sister used to work at the zoo, and so I've actually fed elephants, like, you know, actually fed them, and I love them. I think they're such gentle creatures, even though they can be vicious. But they're gentle creatures, and I just love elephants. I always have. And I really like koalas. I just always loved koalas. There's no real reason why I like koalas so much, but I do. And my pets, I have animals who I've had in the past, and I have animals who live at my parents' house. But at my house, I have a cat. Her name is Mercedes, and she is sleeping right over there, and I might go aggravate her and wake her up and bring her in this video. Alright. Here's my kitty. Her name is Mercedes. Hi, baby. Hello. She doesn't want to be in this video. She's leaving and she's gone. Question number 32 is, what is your favorite video game? I don't really play video games that often. I really like, I'm sorry, I'm playing with my cat. I really like phone games, like mobile games on your phone. My favorite mobile game is Candy Crush. I'm obsessed with Candy Crush. I'm on like level like 1,600 and something. Everyone grew out of the Candy Crush trend and I never did. So I guess Candy Crush is my favorite video game. All right, an embarrassing moment. Okay, let me tell y'all this story real quick. I know this video is 1,000 years long, just hear me out, okay? So one time I was talking to this guy, and this was a few years ago. This was like back when I was in high school. So I was talking to this guy, and I was talking to him, like I was texting him, and I was also texting my friend about him. And he had sent me something, I don't even remember what it was now, but he sent me something that I wanted to show my friend. So I screenshotted what he said, and I meant to send it to her, but I sent it to him instead, and like I had sent something with it, like talking about him, like a message along with the screenshot, and I sent it to him, and I was just like, oh my god. I put my phone on airplane mode, I turned my phone off, I was like, how do I make this stop? And it sent to him so fast, it delivered. I've never had a message deliver that fast in my life. And he was just confused, and he was like, what do you, like, what? And I don't remember what I said, but I found a way out of it. I feel like he knew that I was lying, but he never confronted me on it, so we just never talked about it since then, and I'm not friends with that person, that guy anymore, so I guess we just never talked about it since then. Alright, next question is, where do I work? I actually recently just got a job at Ulta. Yeah, so I work at Ulta. Next question is, something that's constantly on my mind. Something that's constantly on my mind is, I guess, like, bills. I don't know, it's kind of boring, but I'm always thinking about bills because I don't like bills, and I like to get everything planned out and paid before bills actually come. I like to have everything prepared. I'm very, like, organized. I like to have things ready. Okay, so next thing is 3 habits that I have. Okay, one of my terrible habits that I need to stop doing is, most people bite their nails. Well, I don't bite my nails. I like pick at the skin on the side of my nails. Like whenever I get nervous, I pick at my skin, like, you know, the little hangnails you get, and like I just rip them off, and it's so painful, and I can't stop. And yeah. Another thing that I do that's a bad habit is I chew on pens and everything. I chew on everything. Like if I'm holding something, I'm chewing on it. I chew on my phone all the time. Like anytime I'm holding my phone, like I just chew on the phone case. I chew on pens. I put everything in my mouth. And it's a problem because things are not clean all the time. Like I go to Aveda and I do hair, and whenever I'm doing hair, I always have like a tendency to put the clips in my mouth, and I have to stop doing that because some people's hair is not clean, things are not sterilized. They have to stop putting things in my mouth, and I can't stop. Another bad habit that I have is probably like texting and using my phone while driving. I know it's really bad and it's a serious topic for a lot of people, but I don't know what it is. Like when I'm driving, I feel like I'm so comfortable with driving, and I've been doing it for a while, and I feel like I am capable of using my phone and driving, but I understand that anything can happen, and I shouldn't think like that. But I'm working on it. I'm not doing it as much anymore. I'm trying to, if there's something that I need to tell someone or call someone, I'm trying to wait till I get to red lights instead, and I'm trying to find alternatives to it. I have an Apple Watch too, so what I've usually been doing is putting my phone like away to where I can't even access it, and if I need to do anything, I can just talk into my Apple Watch and send texts and do things that way. So I'm working on it. We're almost done, guys, I promise. Alright, so next thing is my future goals and something that I fantasize about. I'll say something that I fantasize about is definitely me, I don't want to say making it big on YouTube, because that's a little extreme. Fantasizing about is more of having more connection with the people who watch my videos and getting more people to watch my videos, because I don't have many like girlfriends who are really into makeup, so I feel like I have no one, or not just makeup, just beauty things in general, skincare, things like that. I only have one friend who's really into those kind of things, and she has kids and stuff, so she's busy a lot, so it's not easy for me to always talk to her about things like this, and I annoy her all the time, so she's tired of me. But I just really fantasize about getting bigger on social media to where there's people who I can talk to, and if I do make it bigger, to have that platform to use it for the better, not for the worst. Yeah, just fantasizing about making it bigger on this kind of thing. And my future goals would have to be the only real goals I have in life. I feel like success is defined differently by different people. All I really want in my life is to have my husband, my boyfriend, hopefully he'll be my husband one day, and for us to have children, and for us to live comfortably and not have to struggle and have a comfortable life and a comfortable living and a steady job. And it doesn't have to be the best paying job in the world, but as long as we're comfortable and steady and our children are happy. And I want to give, not saying that I had a bad childhood in life at all, because I had a great childhood life. I just want my kids to have a better life than I have. And yeah, that's really what I fantasize, and that's what I want in my life. Alright, my favorite store and my favorite food. Okay, so a lot of people have asked me recently what my favorite food is, and it's just a weird coincidence that I've been asked this question so many times in the last week. So my favorite food would either have to be lasagna or corn dogs, and I know that's the two weirdest and most random foods ever, but those are my favorite foods. And my favorite store would have to be, aside from like Sephora and makeup stores like that, I really like Charming Charlie. For those of you who don't know what Charming Charlie is, it's an accessory, purse, shoes store, like that kind of thing, and everything is organized by color. Like they have a pink section, they have a baby pink section, they have olive green, they have regular green, teal, blue, red, yellow, black, whatever. Like everything's organized, so I really like the organization of it. So yeah, I think Charming Charlie is one of my favorite stores. And I also really like the Home Goods store, At Home store, Marshall's, like TJ Maxx, like places like that where you can get like cute little things for your house and just like things like that. I love stores like that. I go crazy in there. If I walk in there, I spend $1 million and it's a mess. So I limit myself to how often I can go in there, but I really do love those places. Alright, what I did yesterday. So yesterday I was off of school and work, so I literally did nothing yesterday. When I say I did nothing yesterday, I've not had a day where I did nothing as hard as I did yesterday since I was probably in high school. I literally left my bed maybe twice yesterday, and one time was to bring my boyfriend and his friends to go get Popeyes, and the other time was probably to take a shower, but aside from that, I don't think I did anything yesterday. Next thing is something that I'm talented at. I don't have many talents. I feel like I can do a British accent pretty well. I don't have any talents. I'm so sorry. I can do a British accent. I haven't done it in probably about 15 years. Wait, that's too long. I probably haven't done it in about 5 years. But I don't know where I got 15 from. But yeah, I feel like I can do a pretty good British accent. Okay, I'm pretty sure at least one person wants to hear me do it, so I found this random receipt on the floor for Red Lobster, and I'm just gonna read it real quick. To complete this survey and enter the contest, go to redlobstersurvey.com and enter the ID on this receipt. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See official rules at redlobstersurvey.com. So that's my British accent. Number 44. We're almost there, guys. Thank you if you have stuck around this far. You are a trooper and I love you. Alright, question number 44 is my idea of the perfect date. Honestly, I'm not one of those girls who needs a lot of things, like material things, to make me happy. Basically just spending time with my boyfriend, us being alone anywhere. I feel like because of the fact that we live together, every day is like a date because we're just, I don't know, we have a really good time together. I feel like he's just, one of the things that I really love about him is that we can take any situation and like be okay and be comfortable in it. Like guys who I've been with previously, I felt like it was not uncomfortable, but it was a little difficult to make conversation sometimes if it was just us two alone. And I feel like me and my boyfriend can really make conversation out of anything, and we can always have a good time together. So basically anything is a date for me. Us just laying in bed together all day, spending time together, talking, and watching movies, that's a perfect date for me. I don't need much to make me happy. Number 45, my celebrity crush. 110% times 8,000, Mark Wahlberg. I love Mark Wahlberg. There's nothing else to say. I love him. Number 46 says, show the most recent picture on your phone. Okay, so this is a little strange, but the most recent picture on my phone is a screenshot of Jason Dolley. For those of you who don't remember Jason Dolley, he was in that movie Minutemen. He was on Good Luck Charlie. He was really big on Disney Channel. He probably did some other stuff that I'm not thinking of right now. But yeah, this is him currently, and I saw this picture of him and I was like, oh my god, he looks exactly like PewDiePie. And this is PewDiePie. Like, they literally look exactly alike. well, not exactly like, but they look super similar, and no one agrees with me. So comment below if you think Jason Dolly looks like PewDiePie. Right, the next question is my favorite beauty vloggers, and I love this question. Alright, so obviously my favorite is Kathleen Lights. Sorry to everyone else, she's my favorite, she's my all-time, she's my go-to, she's my everything. Okay, so there's only a few people who I like watch, and I'm just gonna list all the people who I watch because Kathleen Lights is like up here, and then everyone else I watch is right here. I feel like everyone else who I watch is on an equal platform of how much I love them. Okay, so I really like Laura Lee. I really like Jeffree Star. I really like Nicole Concilio. I just recently got into her, so she's the newest one. I just started watching her. The first YouTuber, well, not the first one of the first ones I ever started watching was Daisy Marquez and Heart Defensor. Those were like one of my, besides Kathleen, those were my two first ones who I ever watched. Then Laura and Jeffree came into my life, and then Nicole Concilio is my newest one. Guys, for those of you who don't know who Nicole Concilio is, she is literally the cutest thing ever. In all her videos, she's like, my name's Nicole Concilio, and welcome to the video. I can't do it. It's just, she's so cute. I don't know. Question number 48. How many kids do you want? I only want 3 to 4 kids. I really don't have a particular thing. I just want 3 to 4 kids. Okay. Question number 49. Do you drink or smoke? Now, y'all, I don't smoke cigarettes. That's all I'll say. Question number 50. Any question you'd like? Okay, well, for question number 50 then, I will give everyone an opportunity to comment below a random question that I didn't say in this video, and I will answer it for you. So the last question, I guess, is kind of open, so comment any question that you want me to answer for you. Alright guys, I know this video is probably going to be 1,000 years long, but if you watched the whole video to this point, I thank you for that. And yeah, like I said, comment below if you want to have another question for me for the last question. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And now you guys know a little bit more about me. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.